It's time for the 6 at 6 on 95.7 KCMO Talk Radio. Number 1.
Top of the list this morning, Frank White and the recall election has been set by a judge for September the 30th. That is a Tuesday, and it gives the county election board 10 weeks from July 18th to hold the election. So we've got that date now locked in. You can clear your calendars. You can ask for a longer lunch break, hopefully, or get out of work early on Tuesday, September 30th, and wear your Monarchs gear to the office, and then you can skip your way out the door and vote to recall Frank White.
Make a day of it.
Yeah, make a day of it, man. Pack a lunch. I know we're out of here on the early side compared to most 9 to 5 employees, but we might have to do something that day. We'll go around to some polling locations. I don't know what we legally can and can't do. Handing out some KCMO merch, some Monarchs merch. Mark's probably got a treasure trove of free merchandise we can give out, Monarchs gear, things like that. Get anything lying around, Mark, or you just have your own stuff?
Mostly just my own stuff, but we get some stickers, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. I'm down with that. But the date is set. So it is going to be Tuesday, September 30th. We'll talk to Sean Smith of the Jackson County Legislature about this coming up at 7:20 in a half hour.
Number 2.
In our 6 at 6, funeral services were announced for fallen Wyandotte County Deputy Elijah Ming. And this is the man who was shot and killed in KCK while responding to a call on July 26th. His funeral will take place at 11 a.m. on Monday, August 11th at Children's Mercy Park. Parking lots will open up at 9 a.m., stadium gates opening up at 10 a.m. The Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office said that law enforcement procession and burial information will be announced at a later date. So we have all of that information. And once again, the funeral service is coming up on Monday, 11 a.m. Parking lots open at 9 and stadium gates open at 10 o'clock in the morning coming up on Monday. So we'll definitely be covering that and be following that with it happening here in just 6 days as the Kansas City area loses another officer in the line of duty.
Number 3.
Staying in Wyandotte County, there are elections today. The polls are open in Wyandotte County as voters are deciding on mayoral and sheriff's primaries, as well as Board of Commissioners in several districts. Lenexa voters also deciding on a new city council seat. So those polls will open up here in 8 minutes, 7A to 7P. You've got to go to your assigned polling place in person. And across the state line, in Raytown, they will decide on a parks and stormwater sales tax, and Oak Grove and Parkville will decide on tax levies, and Cass County will decide on a waterworks system improvement. So all of that is happening today. Not the sexiest of issues to go vote on, but make sure your voice is heard. Go out to the polls and vote today on both sides of the state line if you are part of these elections.
Number 4.
Next up in the 6 at 6 here on KCMO, Kansas City is about to heat up. Enjoy the final cool morning for August. It's 64 degrees right now, high atop Corporate Woods. But after today, where we get the high of about the mid-80s, we're back into the 90s. So we got tricked with this September-like weather. And starting tomorrow, we're back into the low 90s. By the time we get to the weekend, 95, 94, 93, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the kids are going back to school next week, and it will be, balmy in the high 80s. So that's life right now, but it's not getting any cooler, unfortunately, anytime soon. Only getting warmer.
Number 5.
And how about this out of the pop culture television world? Jimmy Fallon's late night spot at NBC is secure for the moment, according to multiple reports. This comes 2 weeks after, of course, Stephen Colbert got the axe. Jimmy Fallon can be the guy to save late night. He is actually funny. He got caught up in all the nonsense political crap of the moment the last 10 years, and I don't think he ever really wanted to do it. But he got caught up being a follower of Colbert, of Kimmel, and they're like, you've got to do that too. He does work for NBC after all. But he's having on Greg Gutfeld this week. I don't know if you saw that, but Jimmy Fallon is having on Greg Gutfeld on Thursday. And he recently also had on Barstool's Dave Portnoy. who also has been noted for some conservative viewpoints. This is a very smart move for Jimmy Fallon. Get out of the left-wing political ecosystem that late-night TV has become. Just be funny with funny people. Portnoy is funny. He's also controversial. Gutfeld, funny. That will be hilarious. Drop the Hollywood losers that no one cares about. The Hollywood losers who don't say anything anyway because they're scared to death of being canceled. You remember, I was a kid, but you go back to the 90s and you had some of these Hollywood stars like taking off their tops on late-night TV. That would happen. Now they give you nothing of substance. The formula needed to change anyway. And maybe this Colbert thing is a wake-up call, and Jimmy Fallon could be the guy that tries to save late-night television from its own demise. There are a lot of problems. We know the landscape has changed in television. Some of those things they can control. But if there's someone who could do it, I would put my money on Jimmy Fallon. And I'll be watching Gutfeld this week when he joins that show.
Number 6.
Lastly, in the 6 at 6 here on KCMO Talk Radio, the Royals, after winning 3 in a row, have now lost 2 of their last 3. Fell to the Red Sox last night, 8-5 in Boston. That series continues tonight at 6:10, Game 2 of a 3-game series. So the Royals are sitting there right now, a game under 500. They're 9.5 back in the AL Central, so not ideal. But in the wild card standings, they're in the thick of it. They're sitting there 4 games back behind the Rangers and the Guardians. So, Mark, I know you're not wearing your Royals gear today, but how do you feel about a potential late surge here to make the postseason as we enter August?
This series right now is tough, so beware of the Boston Red Sox. But after that, they have a nice 9-game stretch that I think they can win a lot of games in.
Oh.
So after that next 9-game stretch, we will know if they're going to be a playoff team.
Minnesota, Washington, and Chicago White Sox.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it comes down to. And then after that, they've got the Rangers and the Tigers. So
a couple of maybe playoff teams.
Those are 2 teams ahead of them. All right, I like it. Very well done. There's your 6 at 6 on KCMO.